conversation, please come and join us over there on Facebook and YouTube as well. And Grassia, we're live over here now too. Yeah, we're back, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulty. And you know, like I said, you never know who can pop in on this. We had our buddy Ray Felix there. Such technical difficulties, guys. You know, and let's bring in Ray Felix. Ray Felix was with us for that first night of IncrediChat.
Yes.
Over on Facebook, right? At that point, we weren't even doing much, right? And we had our inaugural event on there. But Grassia, tell us, what the hell have you been? Yeah, I know you mentioned it. What the hell have you been doing since you?
Like I said, I started the Get In Toon show, and that's been going great every Tuesday nights, 8:30 on my Facebook page, getintoon.net, on my YouTube page at Michael Grassia, and on my Twitch page, which is ToonMaker76. I've been freelancing some art, been doing educational stuff, worked on a couple of comics, you know, doing video editing and motion comics, things like that. So I've been keeping busy. And
very cool.
Yeah, having a lot of
American
fun.
Hero shirt you're wearing there?
Of course.
because he is the greatest American hero.
Do you know it's a Chinese character?
Is it?
Yeah. It's shaped like a rocket or something, but it's actually a Chinese character. It means like a number, or I forgot what the character was. Somebody
I don't remember
it.
Yeah, I don't remember it right now.
I always wanted that guy's autograph, the guy who was the greatest American hero.
Oh, William Cat, yeah.
And then I was at that Long Island show that we used to go to, the one in Long Island, and this guy had signed copies of issues 1 and 2 of A Greatest American Hero.
Oh my God.
Signed by the actor for $1.
For $1?
Yeah, for $1.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
I found the signed copies in a $1 box. I was like, great, that's awesome.
Did you buy one?
I bought both, the 1 and 2, yeah.
All right, there you go.
The comic wasn't very good though. I forgot what company put it out, but it was forgettable.
You know, there was a few years ago. It wasn't called The Greatest American Hero, and I'm maybe going back 10+ years. Image put out a book, and it was basically the story of the Greatest American Hero, but not the Greatest American Hero.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. Just like the other punchline that's from
yeah, here we go.
Antarctic Press. Antarctic Press put out a book called Punchline, and that story is about a female. But when I read all the issues, and it read like the Greatest American Hero too.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I mean,
see
what? And for everybody, Ray Felix is with us here. And
with Spirit, I went to Spirit because it's Eisner. It was Eisner month. We're ending Eisner month now.
Yeah. So like other people decorate for Easter, you decorate for Eisner month.
Yeah.
Eisner was an important guy in the industry. Yeah. I mean, I don't. The only thing I have out, actually, I have behind me a Spirit collection #1 for the DC Archives and a Contract with God. I mean, I keep those books always kind of close to me. You always want to look at Eisner's work.
Gotcha.
It's always good for reference.
Yeah.
But you know, so and Ray like you, Grassia, Ray has kind of ventured off and doing his own show now as well.
Yes.
So like we have the IncrediCon, we have the Get In Toon, we have Bronx Heroes Live. So there's all kinds of crazy things that are going on here in this creative new world of pandemic, right? That we
And I have another show. I'm going to try to figure out a regular day because there's so many of us that are doing this on Facebook. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I want to choose a day that no one's going to choose. So I can do it on a day.
Dude, there's a show every day. There's a show every day.
Yeah. But on Tuesday, you do your show on Tuesday.
I do mine on Tuesday. Mike's on Thursday.
And then there's 2 other guys that do Tuesday too. I think I could be
Nerds of the Round. Nerds of the Round are on too. Yep.
And then so is Jamal, not Jamal, what's his name? Jamar. Yeah, Jamar is Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And I think the Catch the Craze guys are also Tuesday, but they do.
I thought they were Wednesday. I also know
sporadic too, right?
They're weekly. They're weekly.
Yeah.
They already have almost 300 episodes.
Yeah. Got you.
You can also check out on Tuesday the Drink and Draw podcast.
Yes. I do want to just right here, GMX Cosplay over on Instagram wrote, he wrote, I hate what COVID has done. And him and he actually came on and did our IncrediCon spotlight with us last night. And COVID, in this term, like we talked last night a lot about the shutting down of shows. And I mean, Ray and Grassia, we've all done all these shows together all these years. But the good thing is that we are now able to do stuff like this. So
I love the COVID. Thank God for COVID. I mean, unfortunately,
thank God for it. Yeah,
I got to. Everything happens for a reason. We had to reconnect with ourselves, and the planet had to realign itself with nature. So the animals are happy. It's like Planet of the Apes in some parts of the world. The monkeys have taken over the streets. I don't know if you saw those videos, those viral videos in Asia. The monkeys took over.
I did not see that.
Oh yeah, look it up. There's some monkeys coming down the road. There goes one now. But the animals have taken.
Roger's playing with his monkey tonight, folks.
Yeah. Just don't spank it. That'd be child abuse. That'd be
only
monkey
when he's
abuse.
bad. Only when he's bad, Ray.
Oh my God. Oh, Ray Felix. Humans. Mike Smith. Mike Smith said humans are the virus.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
There's definitely, it's a good question.
Mother Earth is taking us out like the dinosaurs.
No meteor here, right?
We're gonna have 5G. It's gonna be
that's a whole other story. Jeez, but no. So I guess later tonight, Ray, you'll be going live tonight too. So
yeah, I will be in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes. So
yeah, I figured I missed a bunch of episodes because I did 16 episodes originally. Then I stopped because I was having creative differences with my co-creators of the show, co-collaborators, I would say, and then I was just like, I got to catch up. So this is a part 3 of the same great guest, which I've never done before. I've done a part 1 and part 2, but usually you film it in the same time and you cut it in half. But we're actually meeting 3 separate times for part 1, part 2, and part 3. So we'll have something different to talk about today.
They listen. I've had them on at least 3 times to my show. I think
they're fun. It's hard to get everyone together, so you know. But I got to have you guys on as well. I'm going to actually re-invite the people that I had on the previous show again, because
they should just become regulars, Mark.
Right. And then there's so many more people. I need to get more women on, because and I know so many female creators. It's just a matter of coordinating schedules.
Gotcha.
That's what it really comes down to.
Gotcha.
But I realize this is a male-dominated Zoom thing when it comes to comics. It's usually guys with beards and beer. It's like we need to have some feminine energy in here. We need to spruce it up a notch.
Hey, and again, for our 1-year anniversary, this is great. Like not via video, but we got Mike Grassia, who did many of our shows. He and he's been a guest here on IncrediChat.
Hey, Mike.
IncrediCons.
Hey, Mike.
For folks at home who haven't watched it, go back and watch the IncrediCons, IncrediChats with him. He is the artist behind a lot of those great sci-fi films, including the Sharknado films. So,
I love that one.
Yeah. And you tabled right next to him when we were in the mall back.
Yeah, he does the poster.
Oh, Small World. Yeah, I remember that.
So Mike, it is great to have you with us tonight. See, this is like old home week. So
homecoming.
It's homecoming week here on IncrediChat. Hey, and he says, "Hey guys." So no, I mean lots of fun here because again, this was what the point of IncrediChat was all about. Like
this is what it's all about, baby.
What's that?
This is what it's all about, baby.
People have asked me. Someone asked me.
All right, my microphone's over here.
Somebody asked me a few weeks ago about IncrediChat. I forget who my guest was, and they asked me they said how are you doing this? And that's what we're doing now is what we're doing, and that's why we were really like close to your camera there, Grassia.
Yeah, Michael's head just grew. He turned into
I just changed the position because I'm kind of doodling on my Cintiq
Hulk smash the leader.
I hope that's a gray hair, not a booger in your mustache.
No,
I don't have any boogers in my mustache.
That's leftovers. Leftovers.
No, I'm good.
Oh my goodness. So, what have you learned in a year of doing these shows, guys? I mean, what are the lessons learned?
Well, oh, you're interviewing us now.
No, yeah.
It was turned.
Well,
I'm curious.
Let me say this about doing all these types of stuff. You get to meet a lot of great people that you wouldn't get to meet because of distance. You get to talk about them. You become friends with them. There's networking that goes on professionally. It's, get in tune. I talk mostly with indie artists. So they're people like me. So I have a lot in common, and basically every show I leave with a new friend, so it's like really that's a high point for me, just having new people I can connect with, learning about new art, talking art, which is what I love to do, so.
I haven't met anyone new. I'm just the same old people that I've always known. No, but I think what's interesting about it is that when you do these types of shows, at the conventions you see them often, but you don't really have full-on conversations.
Yeah,
so these are like more intimate. I like the Sam Vera guy. He does like the shock jock type of like morning radio.
Yeah,
Howard Stern style. Yeah. I'm more like Charlie Rose or like I like the slow paced one on PBS. But I get some good stuff there, just digging into people and getting their feedback.
Yeah.
No, and certainly like Grassia was saying is I keep saying Grassia. I was corrected a few weeks ago. It's Grassia.
Not Grassia.
I call him Grassia.
Tomato, potato.
But in
England it'll be Grassia.
I mean, I think, and I think this goes for a lot of creative people. The whole world, the whole realm of this stuff, has opened up because you are making all these connections with different people now. People who, again, worldwide, nationwide. Folks that we didn't know, and then even we met people. We have a guest that's going to join us in a minute too.
Oh wow.
Who we have another guest.
Who's the mystery guest?
Who's the next mystery guest? I don't know. But no. But we get to meet even people here in our own neighborhoods. Like we have Mike Grassia watching us, and the cool thing, not cool thing, because we're sad that he left us here in the Hudson Valley, but he's watching us from Arizona right now. How cool is that?
Really? That's
awesome. Wow.
So, I did not know he moved.
He lived down the road from where I am. And now, he's in Arizona, and we have people who are watching this stuff, across the nation. We've had guests from different parts of the world. Grassia is on his show, people on my show, so it's been a really cool thing to do, because you don't know who will pass through these doors next.
Yeah.
These virtual doors, if you will.
Exactly.
So no, it's a lot of fun. I mean,
and I'm gonna have to roll in 5 minutes because I have to send out my StreamYard.
I know we're gonna kick you out for our next guest, anyways. We're gonna kick you out. Anyway.
Are you gonna boot me out? Okay, yeah.
We're gonna have more people. Ray, we will talk to you soon, my friend.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me on. Happy first birthday. You guys look kind of old for a 1-year-old, but I mean, still,
who looks older?
Oh. No comment.
No comment.
It's okay. Who looks more stressed though, because I noticed if you work for the Board of Ed, you get these type of wrinkles. So you and I have that. We have the straight line wrinkle. It looks like we're angry all the time because we have our teacher face on all the time. So, but Michael Grassia has like a Buddha. He has the Buddha smooth, no wrinkle forehead. He has the Botox, going on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, never done it. Never done that. Never will.
But,
Oh, I didn't even get to do my joke, Ray. You'll appreciate
Oh,
this.
right. Let's hear this.
Grazia's gonna get mad at me because I was before we had all of our technical problems, folks, and Grazia came up. I was gonna say live from the shooting range, Michael Grassia, because he's got the muff on and like the tinted glasses.
Mike.
All right, Ray. We will see you later on, my friend.
All right, and you enjoy your holidays,
Yes.
and don't forget that you have $1,000 each coming to you in the mail, courtesy of me. I am giving away my Trump check or Biden check. So, wait for it. Okay, it's coming.
All right, Ray.
See you later, Ray.
See you.
Bye.
All right, and of course that was a lot of fun, Ray. Hello, Jen Spence Art.
Yeah.
Welcome to our IncrediChat tonight over there on Instagram. Again, folks who are just joining us, come over to Facebook and YouTube as well, where we're now broadcasting live. So, Grazia, we talked about who are some of the great guests that, at least from your time here, what are some of the great memories? Like, unfortunately, we don't have like a best of clip show because I'm not that excited.
You know what? I'm gonna say one because it was. There's a few. I mean, I always enjoy talking to our friends. I love that we had Noel McNeil on. I love that we had Leslie on. But I think when we had Scott Shaw
was awesome.
And I'll tell you the reason why. Because the next day I ended up with COVID. I'll never forget that night. We did almost 3 full hours with Scott on our interview. And the last 45
hours.
Yeah, and the last 45 minutes, I was so sick. My stomach was bad, and I just kind of wanted to end it. And if I wasn't controlling the stream, I would have left early. I would have just said, listen, I got to go. But because I was in charge of the stream and it was running through my computer, I'm like, I have to stay on. And in my head, I'm cursing everybody. I'm like, this got to end. My stomach, I just feel like crap. And then as soon as it ends and I pass out, the next day I woke up, and that was the first day of my COVID experience. So, so that one is always going to be very memorable. Plus, also, I love just talking to Scott. I mean, he's a very, very knowledgeable guy. Very, very, has such a great background. It was fun just hearing it.
And certainly, I think we should mention, because I think, I mean, if you're into comics, if you're into cartoons, you know who Scott is. For those of you who don't know Scott, he's an amazing artist. Over at DC Comics, he did Captain Carrot. He created Captain Carrot, but then
co-created.
Yeah. But I mean, he's worked on so many animated programs: Muppet Babies, the Flintstones, Cam Candy. He told us a great story about John Candy. And I mean, again, it was like a 2.5 hour show, probably the longest IncrediChat to date. I mean, I've had some after you've been here, and we've had some other ones. Because when we did with the Thursday, the original Thursday night IncrediChats, because we were doing like 2 nights a week, which was crazy. 2 or 3 nights a week. Nuts. But again, we were all in quarantine, so that, what the hell, right? We were there. But we did like quite a few. Now we were talking about great guests over the years, right? So this person has kind of been a guest with us, and we finally are bringing him on to the show. If you've been a fan of our show, you recognize this guy here. Let's welcome to the stream, finally, Joe Ryan.
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
Doing good.
Glad to finally meet you here, even if it's virtually.
And you guys never met, because
I never met because I didn't come to your Incredi. What would you call it? It was an Incredi Fair.
It was IncrediCon Fall Fest.
Fall Fest, yes.
Fall Fest. I don't know. It was some outdoor IncrediCon.
Yeah. Thank you for being a fan from the start of both of us, Joe. I got to say that.
Yes,
Thank you for introducing me to IncrediCon and IncrediChat, because from you guys, I met so many more people in the industry, so I can't thank you enough.
Oh, man, you're very welcome.
So Joe, I want to ask you. That's why I said to Grassia, because first of all, I wanted this to be a big surprise for you tonight. Because I know you've asked me, when can I get on the show? And I said to Grassia, I said, you know what, for our first year show, we need to have Joe Ryan come on.
Oh yeah,
he's our super fan,
and I was like 100% behind that.
Absolutely. So, Joe, for us, how did you stumble upon us here at IncrediCon and IncrediChat? And then, what are some of your favorite moments from IncrediCon and IncrediChat?
Well, it's interesting, but I actually found you guys when I went to Florida. I was supposed to go to TFCon, and I was visiting my grandma, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and then I saw your live stream, and you were like, "Hey, IncrediCon, Incredifans, we're looking for new artists, new creators. Tell us who you are, where you're from." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm Joe," and the rest is history.
There you go.
So it's interesting how I actually, started watching IncrediCon. I didn't know about you guys before that.
Well, and the thing is, we are a smaller show. We're slowly growing. And we're just doing the best that we can with that. And like we were supposed to have that big thing. Hey, Bucky Jones illustration. Welcome to the.
Hey, Bucky. Good. Thanks for joining. I love his work.
Bucky. Bucky, good to see you. But so we just wanted to do something for the fans. Again, when COVID hit, we were bummed because we were supposed to do our convention, and we weren't able to. I mean, like literally, I kept it to the week of. We were supposed to go. I think March 25th. I'd have to go back and look at the art.
Yeah, it sounds about right though.
I don't even remember the dates on it, and like I was just like I'm gonna wait until the government and the county and whatever says we can't do this. And I was at the hotel a couple of times with our friend Shirley from the Pandorica restaurant over in Beacon. Her and I went over there a few times, and even talking to our friends at the comic shops here. Like it was like we have to wait. I wasn't going to jump the gun, and literally like a week before the show, then because first it went down to like. Then it went down to 500 people. Then it went down to like 250. When it hit to 500, we were still like, oh, we can maybe still do something, But then, once it hit 250, then that was it. The hotel even said, forget about it. So, Jonathan, we will definitely speak with you. Yes. Just looking at our Instagram and all the other chats too. And yes, Sarah Jane, we did have Leslie Carrera Rudolph, and you can check that out as well. I said to Grassia, we got to do something still because we were bummed about not doing our show, and we still need to have Samantha Newark on yet. I've been meaning to reach back out to her, and I talked not that long ago, but yeah, so she'll be on, and she was one of our guests for this. And originally it was just kind of BSing with our friends, like you saw us with Ray before, and then we did stuff with our other friends, Vinny Reda and Ryan Kaki. We just talked about stuff, and it's like, we know a lot of people in the comic industry and the television industry. So we did that. And then that kind of just, I guess, not curveball, it spiraled, rolled into a bigger thing, because then it's like, oh, cool. Scott Shaw. Neither of us met Scott Shaw before. But we knew of Scott Shaw because Grassia and Scott Shaw had a mutual friend, and so that's how that worked. And then we just reached out to people, and it's like, here we go.
And I got to interrupt. I forgot one person that we have to mention that we had as a guest that I love just chatting with, and it's a little rough talking buddy of ours, Marty Grabstein. We totally forgot to mention Marty. Yes, Marty
he was on one of our early
shows.
As well.
I think that segues into one of my favorite IncrediCon moments.
Which is what?
With Marty Grabstein.
Very good.
The episode when I first heard Marty Grabstein actually speak on IncrediCon, and I'm like, oh my god. This is the voice that I grew up loving on Courage the Cowardly Dog, and just seeing him, seeing the voice behind the character was really cool for me.
Yeah, no, and that again, I think that's a lot of the cool things. Like earlier tonight, I was just going through some of the artwork, and I of course Grassia is our original art director, if you will, of was that what you would call it? Is that a good term?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I did all the art. I designed it. I put it all together. I mean, I created it all for everything we needed to do. I did from scratch.
Yes. So Grassia is our former art director, and now I want to give a shout out to Lee Starshine, who is our current art director. Who's taken the stuff that Grassia has and then added her own touch to it now too. So we continue to have that constant flow. So everything kind of looks the same for the most part, and different art styles, but all amazing art styles. And for me, I couldn't do this without either people, and that's cool. And of course, Joe Ryan, we can't do it without folks like you. But now, Joe, I just want to say to you, the other thing is you mentioned seeing Marty, and you got to meet Marty a few weeks ago. One of the best parts of all of your interactions with the show is when you've always asked our guests, which is great, because it almost kind of became like a regular segment, right? Advice, right?
Yeah.
But again, this is why we're doing these kind of things. So, what is some of the best advice, and from whom did you receive through these IncrediChats?
Well, first and foremost, one of the greatest advice that I got was from the Marvel convention expert, the one who actually does the shows.
Mike Grassia.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Great guy.
His advice is something that I wrote down that I will hold dear to my heart because I'm trying to break into the industry, and what he said really, really went a long way for me. Just like, how he said to network at conventions, go to every single show you can, bring your portfolio, don't be afraid to drop it off, don't be afraid to get out there and just show your work. And for the longest time, I think as an artist, everybody feels self-conscious about their own work. And I think that entire chat gave me confidence to say, you know what, I am good, and I'm going to show my work.
And that
matter.
And I want to build on that, because really what he said that you've taken to heart, that's kind of how what we have done here really evolved.
Absolutely.
Is the fact that we've done all these shows, whether it's been our own events or it's been traveling to do other shows. With that, we've gotten to meet all these people, because I've always gone by what's the worst somebody could say is, no, I can't help you, no, I'm not interested, kind of thing. You have to take that chance to ask somebody, because you never know what's going to happen, right?
Absolutely. And I think as artists, as up and coming creators, we're always like, what are they going to say? What are they going to think of my work? But I'm here to tell you, don't give up. You're going to get shot down 100 more times, but just don't give up. Keep going and keep showing people your work. You never know. The right person might see it, and, you're going to get hired. You just got to keep at it.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is you've already done, I see your posts all the time. You've created your own brand. Grassia, he's his own brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Too.
And I think, in this day and age, that's something that we all kind of need to do. Listen, I'm never going to knock a publisher, because if a publisher wants to talk to me, I'm totally cool with it. But with crowdfunding, with social media, with print on demand, our publishers really need it. In the broad sense, yes, you get into a big company like Marvel, DC, Image, something like that, they're going to handle a lot of the stuff. But they're still going to require you to do promotion. I know somebody who's been published by Dynamite, and Dynamite handled stuff for them, but they still had to promote the book for themselves, So there's still that business. There's still you're doing your, the work yourself. So
Absolutely.
I'm never anti-publisher, but I'm just saying, this day and age, we technically don't need them if you know how to do it, and if you're willing to work hard. I was recently watching an interview with Tom Mcfarlane, and here's a guy who, whether or not you like his work, whether you're a fan of Spawn or not, this guy's business sense, his hunger was there, and he was intelligent enough. And he's just like, listen, if there's some people are going to be at the board 8 hours a day, I'm going to be at the board 10 hours a day. I'm just going to push myself. I'm going to work and work until I get in there. And he's like, I do a page a day, and that's how he was doing it. I do a day. And by the end of the month, you have 20 pages, which is a comic book. And then you push out a monthly comic. I mean, it was his drive. It was his determination. I mean, he happened to make a name for himself at Marvel and was able to spin it off into other stuff. But he's somebody that if he didn't have that luck at Marvel, I'm sure would have still gotten to where he's gotten because of his hard work. Yeah,
absolutely. I also recently watched an interview with Tom Mcfarlane for the Kubrick School, and he really he spoke in a similar vein to what you're saying. And, he said that, but he also said, just like what, similar to what other people have said in the past, you're going to get shot down 100 times, but you just because you don't think that your work is good doesn't mean somebody else might not.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I think it's important for, especially young artists to hear that.
Yeah, 100%. And again, I go back to the conversation I had with Bob Bergen, a few months ago. Bob Bergen and I talked about even in the world, same thing. It's arts, right? Whether you're a comic book artist, whether you're a voice actor, you know what? It's great if you can do Fred Flintstone's voice. It's great if you can do Homer Simpson's voice. Guess what? Those people are employed already. Yep.
Yeah.
What is it that you are going to bring to it that's your own?
Exactly. Yeah. What are you gonna do that's gonna make you stand out from everybody else?
Yeah.
I think as an artist, that's very important.
Well, exactly, because whether it be a Todd McFarlane, we want this to look like Todd McFarlane. Well, then chances are they're probably gonna go hire Todd McFarlane, or we want this character to sound like one of Rob Paulson's characters. Well, then call Rob Paulson. What is it about Michael Grassia or Joe Ryan that's going to make people want what you guys have to offer? And I think that's really important.
And I think that's actually really well said, Mike Lopez, because I was saying that to myself recently. I'm like, I figured out when I was at a convention. I was at New Jersey Collectors Fest a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I was at a convention. I was doing commissions, and I was just drawing naturally. And what I found is that people really liked my style when I wasn't trying to emulate anybody else or be anybody else. I was just being my own artist, and people were loving it.
And that's what you need to do. I mean, I don't think it's rare that a show goes by that someone will see me drawing and say, you just look like you're having fun, because I just enjoy drawing. I don't care. I just love when people watch me draw, they can see how much I enjoy it. And I'm doodling on and off right now because my day has been busy. I haven't had a chance to draw all day, and it drives me nuts if I don't get a few minutes to draw. So I'm deleting everything, just kind of making brush strokes right now, just getting my hand going. But that's the thing, just you put in the work, you'll do it, and don't, be true to yourself in your style. Or if you don't have a style, just draw, what you like. Write how you like to write. You're gonna find your fans.
Definitely. That's so true too. I think now I've made a fan base just because I was just true to myself. I was just being.
There you go.
And quickly tell the people who are watching who don't know who you are. Tell us about your product real quick. Just give us a 1-minute pitch on your comic that you're doing.
You never know who's watching, Joe.
Sure. Okay, so I'm the creator of My Life as an 80s Girl.
Do you have some artwork to show us?
I have my portfolio, but it's in my studio.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh man, but I do have links. I don't know. Can I post it to the chat here?
I don't know if you can put it on the chat, but
if you put them in the chat, I can pull them up.
Okay.
All right. So let's see.
Yeah, put it in the private chat, and Mike can copy and paste it into the actual chat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I just want to say hi again to everybody.
I don't see a spot to actually share
here
images,
and then on Facebook.
I don't see a spot to share images though.
Don't worry about it. Just post the links and you're fine.
Yeah, we'll put the links up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just saying hi to the Instagram people. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I'm just turning my head.
I know we got this technology. I was going to say this on the side before Joe. I would if anybody from StreamYard or Facebook or Instagram is watching, can you guys all just merge? Make life easier, please. just so we can have all this going at the same time, please.
Yeah, you guys.
I don't know if it'll work because I am on StreamYard, but I also have Facebook open. So is it possible that maybe I could post my work in the comments?
Go on Facebook and post, but just make sure your volume. Don't click on the actual video to watch it, otherwise the sound will pop up.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So let me pull up IncrediCon here.
So, but and while Joe's doing that, I mean, again, for everybody who's watching, and I know I see Jonathan Busby. Certainly, I do want to once again shout out from last night, and he's still watching us. GMX Cosplay Anthony, anybody that watches this and watches us here on In Toon or IncrediChat, and you're an artist, we definitely embrace local artists. We embrace just people from all over. While Joe Ryan is putting this up there, I'm going to plug a little thing that we're doing here. April 22nd over here in Poughkeepsie, New York, we're going to be having our first live drink and draw. And Heineken, if you're watching us, I'll send you my address. But no, we're going to have a drink and draw. We haven't done a drink and draw in, over a year. We did one probably back prior to the pandemic. But right after the holidays of 2020. So, so if you guys are in the Hudson Valley, do come to the drink and draw. Please support the local restaurant that we're going to be at, but otherwise it's free to come in. You can hang out with people like me, or not Grassia because he's not going, but Joe Ryan will be there. Ray Felix will be there. Other local artists will be there. People from the country.
So I sent you, Mike Lopez, I sent you a message with the images for My Life as an 80s Girl. So that way the people can see what it looks like.
Gotcha. All right. I'm going to see if I can locate these.
And you guys, I'm not going to drink draw only because it's over an hour away, almost an hour and a half travel for me. And,
I was looking forward to meeting you.
one day you will, don't worry. But it's also on a Thursday night for me, and I do work the next day. So
me totally understand.
But Mike, you live what, 5-10 minutes from where the drink and draw is going to be, and your job is 5-10 minutes from where you live, maybe.
Gotcha. And I guess this is a long number, but thank you to Lee, who's also watching us. Hey, Lee, I hope you saw my shout out to you as well. This is the event. But if you go to the Facebook page, and certainly for folks on Instagram, the information's there too, for the drink and draw, which is coming up April 22nd. So again, this is the fun of this, and more human and more live events coming as we get back into the swing of things. Hello, Claire Weidman. How are you?
Mike Lopez, do you know if Ray Felix will be there too?
Oh, Ray Felix will very much be there with bells on.
Very cool.
Ray Felix will be with us. Joe, I did not get the art, but what we'll do is we'll share it out over onto later on onto our other stuff there.
Sure, but I could certainly talk about it.
Well, give us that pitch, Joe Ryan. Give us that pitch.
All right. So, My Life as an 80s Girl is a sci-fi romantic comedy set in our generation. But here's the thing. You have a guy from this generation who goes back in time to the 80s, where he falls in love with the daughter of the scientist who brought him there.
Wow.
Okay.
And then it follows their adventures from 1984 to 1989, covering the entire decade of the 80s, except, the before 1984. So, the main parks, 1985, 1986, 87, 88, 89.
Okay. GMX says kind of has a Back to the Future vibe to it.
Yes, very much a Back to the Future vibe. In fact, Back to the Future was one of the biggest inspirations for My Life as an 80s Girl. I was inspired by Back to the Future to make My Life as an 80s Girl. And movies like Bill and Ted and like Weird Science and like those quirky movies from the 80s inspired My Life as an 80s Girl. Also, I want to give a shout out to Fernando Ruiz because he inspired the look for My Life as an 80s Girl because I loved his work. He was actually one of my instructors at the Kubert School. Fantastic artist and actually a fantastic teacher in his own right. And because of him, I was inspired to draw the look of My Life as an 80s Girl. I love the look of Archie and wanted to incorporate that somehow.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And of course, let's be real, full circle here. Joe, you know, Fernando was a guest here on IncrediChat.
Yes, he was.
And I will say this, my time when I worked as a production artist for Archie, I used to look at his books to clean up. His books had the least work I had to do on there. They were just always really, very few lines I ever had to fix, if any. I hardly had to erase his books, but I used to sit and just stare. He was working on, what was the one he did?
Weird Mysteries?
Yeah, Archie's Weird Mysteries. And
which again, full circle, Paul
Castiglia, who was on here, a good friend of ours, wrote those and edited them and stuff. And but that book I used to sit at and kind of when I had like downtime, that was the book I'd pull out to like work on.
Oh yeah,
because I can sit and just look at the work.
And him and Dan, and we'll give them the shout out.
Dan Parent,
him and Dan Parent. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Bucky Jones is leaving us on Instagram, but yeah, him and Dan.
Oh, Bucky, thanks.
Fernando and Dan. I mean, like, my God, like their Archie artwork, and of course, go get their Kitty Die books as well.
Yes,
which I do have.
Fantastic books, but I mean, their artwork is fantastic, and a lot of it is really styled after the whole classic Dan DeCarlo thing, but they bring their own little thing into it, which makes it their own, which is fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to go into it, but Dan was an awesome guy too. Dan DeCarlo, loved chatting with him. I got to meet so many of like Stan Goldberg and all those people. They'd be in the Archie office, and you just look at them, and you're like, you were the guys that were the reason I'm doing this type of stuff. You just and it was great that I had a chance to even just say hi to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, like they created the staple and the look for Archie, and without them, there would be no Archie.
Exactly. And again, Archie keeps going strong throughout all of these years. Archie's not going anywhere.
Definitely. And a lot of people actually compared Alvin Fillmore, the guy in my comic, to Archie.
Really?
You could see a resemblance. You definitely can.
Okay.
So I think when the book comes out, either Kickstarter or Indiegogo, when I actually do promote it this summer, you're going to see a resemblance to Archie and Alvin. They're very, very similar in style.
Okay.
Nice. And of course, when you get that up and running, please let us know, because we, of course, will support that, and we'll have you back on to do that.
Exactly. Too. You'll come on Get In Tune as well.
There you go.
I'd love it. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Also, I should note that I am working with an editor on it, so it's being polished as we speak to look as best as it possibly can.
Is it like an art editor or a writing editor? Like, what kind of editor is it?
He is a all-around editor. He is a writing editor, and he's also an art editor.
Okay, cool.
Really cool guy, actually from comicsplex.com.
Okay. So, I think I know. I'm familiar with that site.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can plug his name, but
go for it.
Yeah. Adam Monblatt from comicsplex.com. He's an awesome guy, and he's actually my editor on this book.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
A lot.
Fantastic. Glad to hear that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Joe. I'm gonna get back to Grassia now. But
for sure.
No, thank you. Listen, we had to have you on here tonight.
Yes.
So, but thank you
Well,
for
I very much appreciate it. It was a pleasure.
Yes,
It was great meeting you.
I promise you will be back on here with us. And guys, come to the drink and draw, and you'll get to meet Joe. Joe will be there. Not Grassia. Joe will be there.
Looking forward to it. To it.
Enjoy it. Drink and draws are fun. I love them. I love them.
Absolutely. And I'll definitely share this out and let people know that this happened.
Very cool. All right, Joe. We will see you soon, my friend.
Yes.
All right, buddy.
Nice talking to both of you.
Yes.
You too. Bye, man.
All right. So Grassia, that is what. And again, for everybody who's watching us, and I know we're going back and forth between Instagram and Facebook. This is what.
And now I'm off the Instagram picture here.
You're off the Instagram picture. What does that mean?
I turned, and so you're just looking at I leaned back in my chair.
Gotcha.
A little more comfort.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so what else, Grassia? It's been a year. We talked to our number one fan. We had Ray Felix in here. You know, I don't know what else. What are some of your thoughts as we are closing out this year anniversary of IncrediChat?
I don't know. I mean, look, it's been a fun ride. I loved, what we were doing when we started it. I think you've done a great job continuing it. Since I left it to do Get In Toon, and I'm loving what I'm doing there. I think the the guests you're having on are very interesting. That I don't know. It's fun when you get to talk with people, whether they're for me artists that I'm a fan of. Like when we had Scott on and we hear the stories, but you just get to talk art, about it and look at art and just discuss it. It's like, when in your life are you going to get that chance to do it? And it's opened up my eyes to, maybe not open my eyes, but open me up to and I don't know how to say it, like not being afraid just to reach out to someone and say, hey, listen, even if I'm not inviting them on the show, I'm a fan of your work. You're doing great stuff. And when I've done that, it's turned into, whether it's a professional friendship or just a friendship. So doing these things and having the people on that we've had when we were together, talking, whether it was the indie guys, voice actors, when we had, God, why am I blanking on his name?
Tom Ruger?
Tom Ruger, yeah. Tom Ruger was one of my favorite.
What a phenomenal guest he is.
Yeah, and to talk about, the stuff that, like in the background, from his early work that I was a fan of that no one really talks about, like when we talked about Black Star and how that was a big cartoon for me, and he was one of the writers on it and stuff. And it was just like fantastic to get to do that.
Oh, and that's the best part of this. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I was waiting for another guest. I don't know if this other guest is joining us tonight.
Uh-oh. Is it a good friend of ours that I impersonated already?
A good friend, but I don't know what he's doing.
Did I already impersonate him?
You might have. But hold on. Let me see if Joe Ryan said Tom Ruger was
awesome to see. Yeah, he's great. I got to reach out to him to get him on Get In Toon.
Well, hold on. I got somebody on the phone here.
Is it too late?
You want to come on?
There's nothing I want to do more.
Come on in. We got a special guest coming, folks. Guys, if you really want to see the special guest, come over to Facebook.
Yes, you got to come over to Facebook. This is going to be fantastic.
Give me a second. So I need to click on the link, right?
Click on the link.
So hold on.
I'm like stalling for you, my friend.
Why? It's almost over?
Well, we're getting to the end, yeah.
Not when he comes on.
No, we'll be on it for 3 hours.
Okay, what's the difference anyway, really?
There is no difference.
Allow. Broadcast studio. Right?
On guys, we're gonna go. If you're over on Instagram right now, come on over to our Facebook page, IncrediCon HV over on Facebook, because we got a really cool special guest coming on here.
Are you on YouTube right now as well?
I'm on YouTube as well.
You guys can go to YouTube, which is IncrediCon HV as well. If you don't have a Facebook page,
I said go to the second link.
Okay.
Go to the second link. But yeah, so if you're watching us over on Instagram, oh, and I just lost it.
it's okay.
Come over to Facebook because they're probably gonna kick us off of here anyways because we've been on for an hour on Instagram. But we will see you all later on there on Instagram. Facebook, we're continuing on here. So Instagram,
yes,
sure, again, come join us at the other end of the party. Have a good night on Instagram. And Facebook, we're continuing. So yeah, yes, and listen, we have some cool people. People are commenting. Joe, of course, is commenting, and Sergine, he knows. We all know who's coming on here at some point.
Are we done on it? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Instagram is done, but
okay.
But yeah, guys, we again the fun.
This is going to be a fun one.
Yes. So anyways, but again, this is the fun of what we do here. This is why we do what we do. I can't believe I still messed up what I did in the beginning of Jesus Christ for the whole thing.
Yeah, you're only allowed like 9 minutes or so.
I know. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our show, live from his kitchen, one of the very first guests for IncrediChat, Marty Grabstein.
Hey, Marty.
How you doing, guys?
Look, you guys look like twins.
Yeah, red shirt, beard.
What happened?
What happened, Marty?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
We don't see you.
I realized that. What happened there?
I have no idea.
It's okay. You're a voice actor. Let's just
You're a
go
voice
with
actor.
Hold on. Wait, there it is.
There he is.
Welcome back.
Marty, you and
Thank
Grassia look like twins.
Yeah, we do, right?
You got a couple of good-looking guys on this show tonight.
Look at that.
It's wonderful. So, tell me, what is this special? I'm seeing the two of you together. It's been quite some time since
I know.
I've seen the two of you together. You're both mavericks. You kind of have your own lives and your own focuses,
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, Grazia's focus is a little different than your focus, right, Michael?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which Michael are you talking to?
Well, I go by Michael, so I was assuming he was talking to me.
I don't know.
But yeah, well, I mean, we both talk to creative people. I just focus more on the comic independent artist section because I really want to promote those guys. I think when we have there's so many great stuff out there. When you go to the comic shop, it's only Marvel, DC, Image, these only big name companies. Rare you see, and the smaller companies like Boom and stuff maybe make the shelves, but no one knows about all these other great books or animations or whatever's going on. So I wanted to share that with the world,
But what is this anniversary here?
Well, we've been doing IncrediChat for a year now.
Yeah.
Only a year.
It started, I know it seems like forever, but it's
Tell me.
Yeah, no, it's been we started in March of 2020 when COVID hit, and
March, April-ish. I don't know the.
Yeah, it was the end of March. It was like the last week of March or so. So that's why we're going this week for today. But yeah,
and it's April Fool's Day, so what better day, right?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
it's great.
And you were one of our early guests.
Yes.
Yeah. What's happening? Like, who's here? Like,
what do you mean?
Actually,
in the audience?
Yeah, audience-wise.
We have Joe Ryan, who you met.
Joe Ryan, right?
Joe Ryan. And I mean, this other young man, Sergine Niase, and he's a big fan. He writes, hey, how's it? I guess he means how's it going, Marty?
How you doing?
So yeah, I mean, and I guess there's other people who I can't tell.
You should put up Joe Ryan's comment there.
Joe Ryan's funny story. I had a dream. I got a call from Marty Grabstein. I woke up smiling. It was awesome. It was an awesome dream.
Really?
He was dreaming.
Dreamt?
He dreamt about you, Marty.
He dreamt about me. Do you dream about me, Mike?
No, I've never.
Either one of you can speak on that.
I've not had a Marty dream, honestly.
I've never had a Marty dream. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? It's we've hung out enough. I don't need to dream about you. I know you well. You know.
That's right. And maybe it's enough in the conscious world.
Yes, when I talk with you, I get really interesting, funny stories, information, and you know, we have good talks. We have good talks.
Yeah,
I love chatting with you.
Yeah, vice versa.
And we gotta probably try to talk tomorrow because we were supposed to talk this week. So
I know. Well, we still can because we have to. You want to talk tomorrow?
Yeah. Let me. I just got to get feedback from my from one of the freelance gigs. I may have to do work on it. I may not, but I'll give you a time tomorrow. We'll definitely do it.
Yes, let's do that. Let's at least start the ball rolling. I know I caught you in the middle of. I was in the middle of something when you called.
Yeah, no, and I was just walking, getting some fresh air and stuff. So it was okay.
I have a question here, Marty. Somebody has a question for you. They want to know: do you know if Fran Brill? She's a puppeteer and an actress. Was she encouraged the Cowardly Dog? Does the name ring a bell?
Fran Brill. The name is familiar. The name is definitely familiar. I actually did a reading of some friend's material the other night, and one of the women that I acted with had actually done an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Really?
She had acted in one of the episodes. Wow. So, and when she said it, something with a mask or something, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
But no, I want, because and we're going to be wrapping up soon because it is getting late, Yeah. But as we were celebrating our year anniversary, I wanted to pull in some of the fun people who are here at the very beginning of IncrediChat, to see Mike Grassia. Have a good night.
See you later, man.
You're leaving, Mike?
No, Mike Grassia.
But there's a Mike Grassia. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh,
very cool. It's very cool. Like
a lot of different spelling though, even from after the GRA.
I know, but no, I wanted to pull in all these as many people as I could who were there in the very beginning. So we had Ray Felix on, we had Joe Ryan on, and now we have you on there.
Yeah, I actually. What about Karen?
Who? Well, she wasn't in the very beginning of our IncrediChat.
Yeah, no, she came on later, but fun, really nice lady.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of people, but I mean, remember we did you were our first like celebrity guest
at the mall.
No,
on here on IncrediChat.
Oh, sorry, that was.
Yeah.
You remember that was when we were in your basement.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That was nice.
We're in your basement,
and that was juicy. That was that had like 432 comments.
Something like that, yeah. But we also aired it on your Facebook page as well. So we went not just here, but on Facebook as well.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like again, it's fun to bring back all these people who have been with us for the ride. Joe Ryan says the mask episode. That's one of my favorite episodes. I guess we're going back.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't get the girl's name either, so I can't even figure out which one it is.
Gotcha.
But yeah, a lot of people. I mean, it was a source of work for character actors. It popped in, did one shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a nice thing.
Good times.
Yeah. So, what's happening with conventions for you?
Well, Grassia is not doing any conventions, right?
Yeah, I'm not ready to. I was hoping I could start walking shows at least, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that. I'll figure it out.
Right.
And I have a drink and draw coming up April 22nd up here in the Hudson Valley, which is not a convention, but people are going to come and enjoy some beverage, plug, and be drawing. It's food, and it's a good thing. And then we're IncrediCon is looking to rock and roll for the summer, and most definitely for October. So
yeah, that's great.
Things are coming.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
one,
I'm going to be doing a few virtual cons. So I've been invited to a few virtual cons already.
So when is the October one? Do you have that yet?
No, I don't have anything yet on that, but stay tuned.
Right.
Stay tuned. You know.
Because all of a sudden,
are you showing us your cabinets and curtains?
What?
Are you showing us your cabinets and curtains?
Is that what I'm doing? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see my whole face, or?
I can see your face.
Yeah, you can see up to your eyebrows.
All right, so it's definitely not the best.
Nice.
There
we go. There he is. But now you're sideways again. I don't know. What are you doing?
I gotta say, Marty, I'm liking the beard a lot.
Thank you, buddy.
This is the new Marty Grabstein.
Yeah, I actually have to keep it tighter though.
Okay.
Is it for a role or just for preference?
It was for a role originally, but the Hunter Thompson thing. But now, I actually am just liking it, so I'm keeping it.
Yeah, I love it. I grew my beard. Not a lot of people know this, but the reason I grew my beard is I hate shaving. That's really what it came down to. I just trim it every now and then, and take care of it.
You're follically impaired on the top of your head.
No, I'm not. To be honest, I get a lot of. I still got a lot of stubble. It just doesn't grow past a certain point these days.
Marty, thinking about roles. Can we plug? I guess I don't know if you have a date yet for it, but can we plug the thing that you filmed a few weeks ago?
Blacklist, you mean?
Yes. When is? Do you know when that's going to be on?
It was on already.
Oh,
it was.
So I didn't even know it was on.
Oh my! I'm gonna have to go look and see if I can find it.
I'm gonna have to.
So you can find it either on the NBC website.
Okay.
It's episode 810.
Okay.
Yeah, and
wow.
And you could also find on Amazon Prime if you have that.
I got that.
810 Amazon Prime. Blacklist, guys. So if you want to see Marty in action live, Blacklist episode 810. Go watch Marty in a fantastic part.
Yeah, good little.
I look forward to watching this.
I'm gonna go when we're done. I'm gonna go watch on Amazon Prime. I promise. I'm not gonna watch the whole episode. I'm just fast forwarding to Marty.
All right.
Because that's the best. But anyways, Marty, thank you for coming on. I don't want to keep you getting late.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I came on earlier, but then you said that it was not working or something.
Yeah, there was a problem. So
and then I had something I had to take care of. So.
Okay, but no, thank you for joining us on our 1 anniversary of here tonight.
Yeah,
thanks,
of course, man. You guys are the best.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you,
and great people, good friends.
Thank you.
Happy to have you in my life. So
barbecue
the same way.
Excellent.
Barbecue,
and you make sure you tell Janine I feel the same way.
I will tell Janine. Don't worry. I will let her know.
Anyway, gentlemen, great talking to you.
Yeah, we'll chat tomorrow, Marty.
Yeah. Contact me tomorrow. We'll figure something out tomorrow. I'm around.
Sounds good.
All right, baby.
All right.
Good seeing you, Mike. Good seeing
Later.
you, Michael.
We'll talk to you soon later.
All right. Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, see, that was fun now, wasn't it?
Yeah. I love Marty. How do you not love that guy?
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. What more can we do tonight, right?
I don't know. I mean, any other surprise guests?
That was it. That was all I had. That was all I had.
Oh, that's a little sad.
See, and you were worried about what you're like. Oh, you could interview me. What are you going to interview me about? I was like,
well, no. You brought me. You said you were coming on as a guest, so it was. I thought I was being interviewed, and then told no, you're just coming on. We're gonna just talk and have people on and
hang out and
hang out. Hey, I didn't care either way. I'm good.
It was fun.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's great reminiscing and looking back at what we did and talking with, it was great meeting Joe finally. So I know you're still watching, Joe.
Joe said, look at this.
Yeah.
All of my
favorite people.
And it was such a fun show. So there you go.
I'm very, very glad you enjoyed it. You loved it. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it's great. IncrediCon, IncrediChat, all that stuff is great. Get in tune. Fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
So IncrediCon is incredible. How about that? Huh? There you go.
Yeah, okay, that's a good adjective, I guess.
Did I put my name up? I don't even see my name up here tonight.
You didn't put my name up either, so don't worry. You got to click. It's going to get covered anyway by the IncrediCon banner there.
I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
but no, Grassia, whatever. This was great tonight, right?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I'm writing here on Instagram too. And again, for everybody who carried over from Instagram to this, thank you, and vice versa. Follow Get in Tune, follow IncrediCon HV, come to the drink and draw, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Yeah, I mean, what a crazy year it's been of
things. I guess will start getting back to normal soon, hopefully, and we'll see if that changes in what we do as on our podcasts here.
Well, that's going to be. Well, I will say, Joe Ryan. Joe, he loves that we brought Marty on.
Marty on.
What we're going to do, anybody that comes to the drink and draw, we're going to be doing a live IncrediChat from there. So it'll be a little earlier, but we're going to do IncrediChat live.
That's fantastic. I look forward to watching that. So
that'll be fun, and we'll see who comes on and what it'll be. What are you laughing at, Marty?
I'm just picturing a few of our friends live at IncrediChat with a few not IncrediChat, at Drink and Draw with a few drinks in them.
Yes, well, my son included. My son.
I'm already guessing how was it April 22nd it's going to happen?
April 22nd it will be.
April 22nd. That's a Thursday.
Yes. So all right, guys. We will be back next week minus Grassia. But Grassia, who you have on your show? Plug next week's show. Who's
next week? I have actually two old co-workers of mine are coming back because they got a new book coming out. Their company is called Fugitive Poems. The writer is Christian DiMatteo and the artist is James Lyons. Fantastic stuff. I will say right now it's not kid friendly, so it's one of those books I'm pushing that isn't kid friendly, but oh my god, it's looking at the work they put out, it is gorgeous. And I knew when they teamed up something was special was there. And yeah, definitely check it out. Facebook, it's getintune.net. That's TOON. If you've never watched it before, and on YouTube, it's just my name, Michael Grassia, and then I got TuneMaker76 on my Twitch account, so you can watch it on any of those three. 8:30 Tuesday nights.
You don't show your cool video anymore where you're doing your little puppet hand.
That is only for the educational stuff. I'm getting actually, well, I'll be honest, I'm actually on my downtime, I'm making an intro for the Get in Tune show where I interview. There's some animation happening. I've been animating little stuff here and there, and it's going to be
Grassia.
It's going to be. Well, it's not that it's me, but there is an animated piece that's going to come on. I'm gonna use actually in my countdown. I've animated a countdown, and I'm animating a character doing stuff during the countdown, and then it's going to go into a little video edit I did of a quick intro. Nothing that's going to last more than 15, 20 seconds. Just like if you were on a regular TV show,
Gotcha.
So hopefully,
a puppet hand.
That was okay. For those of you who want to know what Mike is making fun of me about, I have an intro to my Get in Tune shows I use for my old ones for the educational stuff. And there's a part where I'm doing this, and I was actually discussing squash and stretch and animation, and I was explaining that how when you can squeeze your hand and how it squashes, how things get affected, and you can push in, and there's that squash that happens, and then when you stretch, so there's one little scene where I'm kind of doing this. So Mike calls it the puppet hand.
Oh, puppet hand.
And then I got my little guy right here. I don't know why. It's funny. I took out the monkey today. I was cleaning my closet, and I found this little monkey puppet I've had for I don't know how many years. And he does have a bit of a moving mouth, but it's just hard to control inside it. You know. I love hand puppets. Marionettes are, I think, my favorite, but I love hand puppets. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be careful with the monkey.
Oh yes, I'm always careful with the monkey.
Yes.
Always careful with the monkey.
Anyways, all right, guys.
Yes.
So Grassia was here. We had a little technical difficulty, but we're back. We're all wrapping up now, but you'll come back again and visit us.
I'll definitely come back, and I'm going to have you on when you are ready to. When IncrediCon is officially happening, you're definitely coming on my show to promote that.
I'm always ready to go. Always.
Yes, ready. I know. But I'm saying I want to have something cool. Cool for you to promote. Oh, and Joe Ryan says, "Oh, Tim Clark was awesome too. He should have came. I would have loved to see Tim. You should have brought him on tonight.
I should have reached out to him.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. I had a great time.
Yes.
But we'll get going.
Heroes. They're on live right now. The catch.
Who?
Bronx Heroes is on live.
Bronx Heroes. Go check out Ray Felix Bronx Heroes and look at the catch.
Ray Felix in real life tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be talking about probably the new. Well, it's an old one, but their Forbidden comic, which
I think they're doing Catch the Craze tonight.
Is it going to be all catch? Because Forbidden just their Kickstarter or Indiegogo just ended for that, and it was funded successfully. It's good. Looks like a good story. I donated to it.
I don't. He's got them on tonight. So
they're good guys.
Go to the Bronx Heroes. All right, Grassia. So we're gonna end our show, guys. Tune in next week. We have a cool guest here next week too. I don't want to mess up his name. So we'll look for the ad coming later tonight. We have a really cool guest. If you're an Angel, Equalizer, or Supernatural fan, definitely. And he does a lot of video game voices. So join us next week.
Wow.
That guest.
Cool.
Yeah. So all right. So we will see everybody next time on Get In Toon and IncrediChat. And follow, like, subscribe, thumbs up, tell your friends. I don't know. Whatever you can do for us, send it our way. All right. So once again, we will see you all next time on our shows.
All right. Bye, guys. Oh, there it is. I can't see.